Well kids, it has been always quiet since a year now and don't have any more complaints or any calls and payments and other billing payments going on, because we don't have Rico anymore.
Oh yes, Mom, it has been quiet, you know. Rico was the worst brother ever to us, and we don't have to worry about him anymore too, cause he was the main reason why we get complaints and other billing payments or calls going on recently, cause we don't have Rico anymore with us.
Mom, who could be at the door this time? We don't have any visitors coming by anymore.
Wait right here kids, I'll go get it, things are gonna be okay. Oh, hey, there, Dom, Phoebe, Tiffany, Kenward, Sienna, Benny and Candy, what brings you guys here for? Guys, so why did you guys come to our house for? Is there a problem, and what is the conversation that you guys want to talk to me about?
Well, did you remember that you and a few of us gave Rico and his 14 friends and 2 of his ex-friends a punishment day on Halloween 2023?
Yes, I do, and what about it? And besides, he and his friends deserve it, and why is it even 14 friends? I thought it was just 16.
Well, King and Javante have improved their behaviors for real this time, and they are not friends with them anymore either. But not only this, but we gotta say this to get this out of our hands.
You know, we do not care for Rico and his 14 friends, but we just care for King and Javante. Rico's mom, are you fucking on drugs on something? We cannot believe you made us to participate to give King and Javante a Halloween punishment day 2 years ago. But not just that, King and Javante don't deserve to get punished. Both of them bleed the same blood just like the rest of us, and both of them got emotions too.
Yeah, I agree on what Dom said. Child abuse is never allowed, and you can get sent to prison for that. How dare you make the few of us participate to give King and Javante a punishment day along with Rico and his 14 friends. Both of them been bailed out and got sent to the hospital, and they been in there for 6 months too, and their parents made them be welcome back to their families too.
Yeah, you do not know how to raise your children and how the way you treat them, like look at how Rico was 2 years ago, he been putting in jail and puts to death because of you on how the way you raised him.
Exactly, you are just a sick mother ever cause you turn your children into bad kids. You even got mad about when Rico and his 14 friends were being humiliated and his uncle being clowns.
Yeah, and this was the main reason your ex-husband filed you as a divorce, because you like to fight and argue for stupid shit that you ever done when Rico chased him away.
You made a complaint to Samantha and her 4 crew members and got us in a lot of drama, even though they quitted a year ago.
You are such a child abuse with no life at all.
You know what, Rico's mom, that so does it. You are now getting a hate base big time, and we now lost respect on you too, so which means you are no longer a likable person anymore.
And you will be going to jail to and in court for all the horrible crimes you committed out through 2023 year and on Halloween 2023. This was why we got you all evicted, because of Rico getting in our way nonstop.
And it is not just us, but we have other guests that wants to see you too.
Okay, and who would that be?
Look behind you, you stupid idiot.
You thought wrong enough, you child abuser.
Don't even try to outsmart and play any more of your stupid games. You have seriously abused and got my son in trouble on Halloween 2023. Your stupid ex-son Rico was the reason why King and his friend Javante was in jail, and why they been doing stupid shit such as this.
Exactly. We've been friends for a fucking long ass time, and you've been a complete monster all along. You fucking made us disown our son King and even Javante being disowned by his parents. You seriously made us sick through our stomach cause of what our son King told us about.
You seriously got my twin brother traumatized cause of you. You really need to be put 10 in jail for this.
Now don't even think about lying, because lies is gonna make things worse from here. We already caught you red-handed for what you did. We should have done this a while ago, because we wouldn't be dealing with this year. It has been a year that we forgot about doing it.
You have literally crossed the line big fucking time for what you did to our sons. You just don't understand nothing about your children, and even teaching them the better ways. You always treat them as evil and vile ways. And look at Rico and his 14 friends. They've been in trouble and arrested, and even been sentenced and put to death cause of you and their 14 families as well too. If you treated Rico the right way, he wouldn't be a troublemaker, or get in trouble 24/7 and arrested and put to death.
And for grand finale, you and I have already been divorced for 4 years straight, but I am now taking custody of Rocco and his 2 sisters, and they get to live with me. Wow. Just now, I can't believe on what I am hearing from everybody. Now Obian, do the honors and call the police on my ex-wife right now. You fucking child abuser. I never knew you would do something this despicable. Back in Halloween 2023.
On it.
No, don't call the police on me. I am sorry.
It's too late, no apologies for you.
You are under arrest for all the crimes you done. You are going to jail. Now let's get in the police car now. I hope you understand these rights.
Yes, and I do understand my rights.
You have really crossed the line huge time for what you have done. This is why I filed a divorce against you. You are gonna been sentenced to jail for 15 years in jail. All those corporal punishments you did to King and Javante was just fucked up. I no longer trust you anymore either.
And you even got us evicted for what you did 2 years back, but before then 4 years back. We don't love you anymore too. Dad is taking custody of us too.
But guys.
You have really crossed the line huge time for what you have done. This is why I filed a divorce against you. You are gonna been sentenced to jail for 15 years in jail. All those corporal punishments you did to King and Javante was just fucked up. I no longer trust you anymore either.
And you even got us evicted for what you did 2 years back, but before then 4 years back. We don't love you anymore too. Dad is taking custody of us too.
But guys, the reason I did it on Halloween 2023 it was because King and Javante and Rico and his 14 friends deserved to get corporal punishments because stealing and robbing the Arden Fair Mall was just the worst things ever, and making the posters and flyers of them, and that's why I reported them to the Palms office 2 years ago, because the mild and none troublemakers been harassing Rico non-stop. I am sorry. I will be a good mother and I won't do those things again. That was my idea that I forgot to mention it.
No, you are not sorry at all. Your apology will never be accepted either.
Yeah, and does it look like we are gonna accept your apology for all the horrible things you done that was despicable? No way.
You seriously remind us with Lamar Gravely's parents, Valan and Roop's parents, Chris Gonzalez's father, Coco's father, James, Switzerella and Fullback's father, Dylan Dawson's father, and much more.
Oh yay, and one more thing before go. You will be eating and forced eat disgusting foods like prisoners and pure evil cruel villain troublemakers always is. You are eating absolutely nothing, but the lumpy potatoes, gruel, raw spinach, raw eggs, raw vegetables, raw broccoli, dirt, earthworms, beetles, cockroaches, spoiled meat, raw mushrooms, stinky tofu, raw lettuce, Swiss cheese, raw milk, grape nuts, maggots, centipedes, prunes, and many more expired and gross foods you are eating in jail.
Have fun being in jail, you sick monster.